DIY camper. My particular vehicle here is a Lexus GX 470. All right, everybody, welcome. This is my tour of my SUV. This is what powers it. This is the Comvolt 4200. It's a big power bank, essentially. Now, this thing has massive capacity. This is 4,200 watt hours. That is over 300 amp hours. And of course, that's a lithium iron phosphate battery in there. It's a 2,000 watt inverter. I have this charged by both a 100 watt solar panel on the roof and a DC to DC charger. The DC to DC charger is solely for redundancy. I found that 100 watt solar panel and the large battery capacity keeps me up to date at everything I need. Down in the garage here, this is stuff like camp chair, air compressors, jump starters, tools, recovery gear, etc. What I like about it is it all sits right down in here. It doesn't rattle around, and it's so easy to access. I've got plenty of storage. I got some storage behind the seat. I carry a shovel, a saw, and I've even got some excess storage down here. And of course, a breaker box for all of the lights and everything that are wired in through that power bank. Down there at the front, I have a USB-C, and that has a fast charger function. And of course, that's tied in through the power in the power bank. So that's so I can keep everything charged. Is my little desk area. I'll talk about this in greater detail, but I do have an AC plug here. The power bank I have, of course, has an inverter. So I've actually switched to completely electric cooking, especially with the battery capacity I have. So this right here, I just turn on the inverter and the power bank, and I have AC power, and I also have some USB-Cs and stuff like that for redundancy. I've got a little light up here. Of course, I've got a switch there. I've got a 12-volt cigarette lighter plug-in. You could use that for any item that can plug into a cigarette lighter for power. I primarily use it for my electric blanket, which is what I use when it's cold out. I got immediate access to my refrigerator down here. This is the set power. This is a set power refrigerator. I really like these. I've used these in a lot of my campers. But back over here, I've got a little light right here. This is a nice entry light. I've got a series of light switches. So this one turns this entry light off and on. And then these two, which the bottom one is the dimmer, operates the lighting that sits underneath the cabinets there. That indirect lighting really, really looks nice at night and goes back to those containers. And then if I turn this on, I've got water. Since I have so much battery capacity, there is a lot of advantages to cooking or using electricity if you have the battery and recharging capacity. You know, you don't have, like I was camping this past weekend out with a bunch of buddies. It was super windy. You know, under those conditions, sometimes it's hard to use burners, especially if you're outside and things like that. But I can come in here, hunker down, use my little electric kettle, boil up water, cook up some food, whatever I need to do. Down underneath here, I have the little PWM controller. It's a little speed controller. So it's just a twist knob, and you can adjust the speed on these. If my memory serves me, each one of these fans at full tilt can pull 170 CFMs. And I built this bed section in 4 different parts: the main body, the seat area, a rectangular seat in the back, and then this angled piece here. Of course, in the finished configuration, it's all constructed together. But down underneath here is that power bank, okay? So I'm gonna talk about the cushions, but as you guys see here, there's actually a recessed frame. And let me know what you guys think, and appreciate you watching.